And Buzzkill. Oh, there we go. All right, I got Silent Assassin here. Ali Omar. Ali works out at at Grit Gym, and he also works at Grit Gym. But he's got a fight coming up. This is a MMA superstar in the making. And the nice thing, like, it's kind of fun to been watching you because I met you when you were like a sophomore in high school or something like that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, because I was doing the wrestling stuff with you, and you were out there. But Ali's got a fight coming up. When is it? It's April 21st.
April 21st at Teamsters Union Hall in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Yeah, and if you call Ali, one of the ways, not a lot of people know this, but this is how fighters make any money fighting when they first start fighting, is that they sell tickets to their matches, but the matches are sweet. And so give Ali a call to grab some tickets. We're definitely going to get a table for Grit Gym. If you want to be a part of that table, comment down below and we'll add you to the table. There can only be 8 people, so and 4 spots are already taken, so you'll have to go fast. But anyway, Ali, tell me a little bit, what got you into MMA in the first place? I don't think I've ever even asked you that question.
Well, I got into it pretty much off my dad. I started doing like Taekwondo when I was like 6 years old, and I just tried a bunch of other martial arts. I really got into Taekwondo, did some kickboxing, boxing.
Nice.
And wrestling.
So, what's the difference between I don't even know this. What's the difference between kickboxing and Taekwondo?
Kickboxing, Taekwondo. So it's like more like the styles. There's like different styles of kickboxing, but Taekwondo is actually originated in Korea. It's kind of like karate, but they really focus more on kicks than punches.
Okay, all right. And then what about kickboxing? Like, what's the differentiator right there? Is it because like when I watch kickboxing, it just seems more aggressive than Taekwondo?
Oh yeah, like
is that the big difference?
It's a mix of boxing and kicks, pretty much. So you punch you can punch the body, head, and then you can kick the legs, kick the head. And Taekwondo, you can't punch people in the face, but you can punch in the body. So it's basically like kickboxing, except you can only punch to the body. Which is how I got.
I mean, that's probably good for a 6-year-old to just work on the things that. Like less brain damage, maybe.
That's true.
But anyway, your dad got you into it. He's a long-time martial arts, right?
Oh yeah, he started off with Taekwondo. He's done everything because he's from New York. Yeah. He spent a lot of his time in Chinatown. He learned Kung Fu, Taekwondo, karate, whatever he could get his hands on.
Really?
That's what cool. Really helped him stay out of trouble because he grew up rough in the Bronx, New York.
Yeah, and that's kind of an interesting thing because. Like we're in Iowa City, there is no such thing as rough here.
Right. We got it easy out here.
Yeah, seriously. It is not. I think we're we like to think like that we're like that we somehow know, but I don't think that we have a clue. But anyway, so you got into this. Dad was into this. You got into this. Then you kept on going. Then you got into wrestling, which those of you that don't know, like when you're in MMA and you're only a striker. You get owned by a grappler. If you're only a grappler, you get owned by a striker. If you're only a jiu-jitsu person, you gotta have, like at this point in the game, it's been around long enough that you gotta have all the skills. So you have a pretty good background. So you started out as a striker. Striker is someone that throws kicks and punches, right?
Right.
And a grappler is someone that basically just wrestles with jiu-jitsu, right? So
on the ground.
What got you into wrestling in the first place?
Well,
because that's how we met.
Yeah,
that's how we
true.
met. Yeah.
So like. It was kind of funny. My dad wanted me to do wrestling when I was younger, and I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to wear those. I didn't want to wear those spandex pants.
That's funny.
But then when I started like watching UFC when I was like 12, I'm like, a lot of these guys wrestle, so you know what? I'm gonna do it. So I started in middle school.
Yeah, that was the funniest thing. When you're a little too young, but when UFC first came out, all these like ninja style characters with their gis and everything came out, and the wrestlers would walk in there and be like, "What the hell's going on?" And then the wrestler would just like they'd throw a couple punches, and the wrestler would be like, "What the hell's going on?" And then they'd start wrestling, and they'd just throw him on the ground, beat the shit out of him, and the match was over. Yeah. Like the wrestlers just dominated the sport, you know.
Yeah, for a long time, wrestlers dominated MMA.
Yeah,
it's a good space.
And before George St. Pierre, like there was no it was just wrestlers. There's just grapplers, just one. Yeah, he was the first guy to really come along, but he's a freak. But
the game's evolved a lot since then.
Yeah. But what was it like? We were just talking about this before, but Ali and I have similar stories on how wrestling started for us. How did wrestling start for you?
Oh man, I was terrible. I was just a scrawny, lanky kid, and I was just getting whooped on.
How old were you when you started?
I was like 12 or 13 years old.
Okay, so you got late start. See, I thought I got a late start, and I was in second grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what are you in second grade? Like 7 years old? I think I was in second grade when I started. I remember all my friends were like I had already been doing it for 3 years, and I just got shit kicked out of me. I won one match a year for 4 years, and I lost over 30 matches. That's like over 120 losses and 4 wins. Sucked.
Oh yeah.
Sucked so bad.
I remember my freshman year, I only had like 1 win on varsity. And then it kind of went up. My sophomore year was like 20, and then junior year like 28.
Yeah.
Senior year was close to 40.
Yeah, but it's one of those sports like if you can take the tolerance of losing from wrestling, I mean it's so like not in terms of life. I hate it when people are like sports are like life because they're not. They're not at all. Like
yeah.
But at the same time, like there are some things that if you can in wrestling that are going to make you successful out in life. You know, like your ability to take those losses and grow. You know, like right. Do you still think you'd be the same person or as good as you are if you would have won all your matches starting out in wrestling?
Oh no, I think a lot of times a win or loss can make or break you, but a win can definitely, because like you get comfortable. A lot of people get comfortable with a win, and then they stay the same.
Yeah, it's like I was thinking about this the other day, like getting picked on. Like some people are like, I hope my kids never get picked on. And I'm like, well, man, I got a lot of fuel from getting picked on. I don't know if I want to take that back. You know?
Right.
Yeah. I got a lot of there was a lot of heartache from losing, but I learned a ton about myself, like how much I can actually take. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's true. It's true. You gotta have some adversity.
Yeah. Or like I don't know about a chip on your shoulder, but yeah. I mean, it's just so what's it like for you? Where are you at now in your career? What's your record?
Right now, I'm 5-2 in MMA and 2-0 in kickboxing.
Okay, all right. And then what's the difference between MMA and kickboxing? So they know.
So MMA, it's like the cage stuff. That's how you remember it. Like a lot of people think of UFC.
Do you know who Shooter McGavin is?
No, I don't.
You kind of did a Shooter McGavin right there.
Oh, really?
You're gonna have to go watch Happy Gilmore.
Oh yeah.
Should be like required to watch it. Yeah, and you haven't seen it. Yeah, I feel bad for you that you haven't watched Happy Gilmore. It's an Adam Sandler movie. Yeah, the guy in there, he does that. Shoot up. Yeah. But anyway, so you got a pretty good record going. You're fighting all the time, it seems like. You're fighting, what, like every other month now?
I've been fighting like every 2 weeks lately.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I fought like 5 times already this year.
Yeah.
Because I started MMA fighting like 6 months ago. But yeah, not that long ago. Yeah, but I was training. Like I really started training MMA.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think does anybody get into MMA where they like didn't have a wrestling or a kickboxing or a jiu-jitsu, like some kind of fighting background? Does anybody get into it?
Yeah, there's actually Rory McDonald's a good one. He just started straight up MMA.
Rory did?
Rory McDonald.
No shit, I did not know that. What did he do before?
Nothing.
He just wasn't an athlete?
No, he started young though. He's like 16, I think, when he started.
Okay, so that makes more sense then. Right. He did something. He just did MMA.
Yeah. He just got straight into MMA.
That's crazy.
I feel like most people have like a background in something, whether it's like wrestling or kickboxing or whatever.
Yeah, they have some kind of discipline before they actually get into it. Yeah. But and real quick, before we like as we're getting into this, where can they follow you?
They can follow me on Instagram, or you can follow me on Facebook, just Ali Omar. And my Instagram is omar.ali.mma, and then I have a Twitter.
You have a Twitter?
Yeah.
Who has a Twitter? Who has a Twitter?
I don't know. I just started using it. I had like a Twitter, but I like never used it, so I got back on, and then I think my username is _Ali Omar.
The real. I'm gonna change mine. I'm gonna go in there and be the real Adam Reese.
Yeah, you should do it.
No.
You have a Twitter?
I have a Twitter. I was actually probably. When Twitter first came out, I read this blog post. This guy was like going on and on about how if you're gonna do XYZ, you got to be on Twitter. So I was like, oh fuck it, I'll sign up for an account. If I use it, I use it. If I don't, I don't. So I have @Adam Reese.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I also have @GritJim. Like that's how early I was on Twitter. So.
Oh yeah. Do you ever use it?
Never. I despise Twitter. I don't despise it. It's just boring. It's just like I don't even like it very much.
Neither do I.
Instagram's really fun because you can follow like comedians and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, or fighters, or photographers. That's basically all I follow. Strength and conditioning professionals, some. Only if I'm friends with them, but.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you've been working at Grit for a little while. What's some of the stuff you learned along the way?
Grit Gym's been an awesome experience, actually.
Yeah.
It's like helped me with like speaking and a lot actually. And then just like with the training, like I'm learning all these exercises that I can implement in my own trainings. I actually started doing grit gym workouts too.
Yeah.
So,
right. Yeah. Because you're on one of our programs, the Road program. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How's it gone so far?
It's good. I feel like I'm getting stronger.
Are you getting stronger though?
Yeah.
Like, have your numbers gone up?
My numbers gone up.
What about your teammates? They say anything like when they're rolling with you? Like,
nah,
not yet. Not yet. Hopefully soon. Yeah. Conditioning changed at all? Like, you noticed anything? It's not really been enough time. Like, it's only been like 2 months.
I'm not sure about that. But
and your conditioning probably should have been pretty on point before this, but yeah.
But I like the conditioning stuff because it's like those short intervals and I can really just push myself.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's what you need when you're in the ring, because it's not like long distance running where you can just keep the pace for a long period of time. Like, you got to hit, and then you have like these little like times to catch your breath, but they're real short. You know, you just go to the corner and then you come back. Yeah. But
it's a different pace. Definitely a different pace in MMA. You're just exploding all the time.
Right.
You get real tired. I'm telling you, you can be in as good as running shape as you want, and then you get in there and you do some MMA workouts or something. You're gonna get tired real quick.
Yeah. Do you think that like wrestling and kickboxing and all that stuff, like conditioning wise, like toughened you up, and then now you just got to refine your skills, or do you think like, never mind. Do you think that like it's just like a refining of the skills now, or do you think like there's other stuff to learn?
Definitely getting my butt whooped in the wrestling room, and kickboxing, all that. It's definitely helped with toughness.
Yeah.
Because you get clocked and you get thrown on the ground. It's a good wake up call, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. What about when you see, like when you're in here and you're working out, like you're training a bunch of like, let's say 45 to 55-year-old women, and they're outworking some of the guys that you've worked with?
It's impressive, but it's all here. It's all mental.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. You can be a big dude, but it's all here.
Yeah.
It's all mental. You just push yourself as hard as you want to be pushed.
Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah. Is that kind of like a weird thing to see, to be like, wait, these women are like, this is a 55-year-old woman. She's working harder than some of the guys that I'm working in the gym with.
Not
or
really.
Is it a surprise, or is it just like, I always thought the girls did this?
No, it's not a surprise to me. I just know it's all mental. It all starts here. It doesn't matter how you look or who you are.
Yeah.
It's just how you push yourself.
Yeah, that's good. That's an attribute. I think like you're an extremely open-minded person, so I think that's an attribute to, like, you just accept things as they come. It's really an interesting thing to watch. Like, I don't know a lot of people like that. It's really good. It's a good quality to have. A lot of people have like a very heavy wall.
Oh, yeah.
They can't let things in. They can't penetrate the wall. You're just like, okay, let's roll.
Right.
Yeah, I'll learn that. I'll do that. And like when you look at fitness, like has your kind of idea of fitness changed along the way?
Yeah, definitely.
What is it now?
I really don't know how to explain my idea of fitness, but I really like the program here. It's focused on functional strength and just like improving your body.
Yeah.
Instead of like, I don't know, I had like a different conception of lifting and strength training before. I don't know.
What was it like before?
Going hard all the time.
Oh yeah.
Just pumping up a bunch of weight as heavy as you can. But
yeah, just maxing out every day, just seeing what you can do.
But you really don't get results from that.
Yeah. So what do you get? Like, so what have you changed about like how you train?
Train smarter. Like,
yeah. Instead of just harder, you're training smarter.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do something that I'm start doing bad form and start like hunching over and like tweaking my back. I just do a weight that I'm comfortable with and that I can control.
Yeah. Like, yeah, you're still pushing it, but you're not trying to like push it so hard that you can't have like absolutely 100% technique, right?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And then, like what you were saying before, like fitness isn't for, isn't for everybody.
Fitness is for everyone.
Like girls, guys, should they train different? Grandmas, 16-year-olds, like obviously there's going to be some differences from person to person, but like is it something that, you're 35 years old, you're 55 years old, you're 65 years old, you should just hang them up?
No, I definitely think fitness is for everyone. You can, there's always something you can do. You just have to find what's right for you and customize it. And Adam does well with that. He can put you through a program that will fit you perfectly.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah. I mean, like at this point, it's kind of easy in the game because it's like I've been doing this for a really long time.
Right.
Yeah. So like when you get to my level in MMA, you better be like the top of the world, like you want to be, right?
That's the plan. I know it. I know it's gonna happen. So keep working hard and moving forward.
Yep. So where are you at now? You said your record is what? 5-2.
5-2 and 2-0.
What happened with those two?
The two losses. I had it was my second MMA fight, so I lost to this guy that I beat in a kickboxing match, and I was beating him the whole time. I was kind of clowning around a little bit.
Oh yeah, did you go behind your back? Did you do a corner?
Oh no, I didn't do any of that. But I got tired a little bit. I was kind of nervous. It was my first big show, but it happened. Everything happens for a reason. It's definitely that loss helped me change my game. So
what'd you do? What's the difference?
How'd I lose? So I got
like what changed about your game? Like you said, like before that, like your training changed. Like you changed your training, you changed how you think, you changed your focus. What'd you change?
I changed how I trained. I trained more consistently, more often. Yeah. I get like 2 to 3 times a day, honestly. And I changed up a lot of my techniques and fixing the small things that made the difference.
Yeah. So you went back to the drawing board. You're like, all right, something went wrong. Let's pull it back. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I think there's something to learn there too, because I think everybody should do that. Like every time that you get a loss, you make an error, something happens. You got to sit and you got to look at that thing. You can't just be like, oh, I fucked up. I guess I'm just a loser. No, you got to look at that. You got to analyze that thing. You got to figure out what went right, what went wrong, where you made your error, learn exactly what happened, and do as much as you can to learn from that, so that you can move on from it. One, but also so that you can get better because of it.
Right. Yeah. Every time I win or lose, I analyze what I did good, what I did bad. I just try to fix everything I can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
yeah, because if you don't do that, then what happens? You just stay the same.
You stay the same. You don't want to stay the same. You always want to go up.
Yep.
Constant growth is important.
Yeah, but like the thing is, like you keep staying the same isn't really even an option.
Right.
You just get worse.
Yeah, the game's always changing, so you gotta keep moving up. That's why you see a lot of fighters, they stay the same and you don't see them do as well anymore.
Yeah, you see them kind of fall off the map. Like a lot of guys do that. They kind of get to their set point of where they wanted to be, and then they're like, okay, well, I accomplished what I came for.
Yeah.
Like even someone who I think is just like extremely talented guy, super hard nosed, like Chris Weidman.
Oh yeah.
He beat Silva, and then he doesn't. He might have defended his belt once, but I don't think he did he? He lost to Rocco pretty soon after that.
Yeah, he did. He
got smoked, like not just a little bit, but that's a grappler.
He defended his belt one time against Machida. That was
okay. Yeah, that's what it is. But
Machida. Machida's old now.
He was freaky at the time, but people figured him out really quick. He was like,
Machida was my favorite, man.
Was he?
In the day, Machida, Anderson Silva, Chuck Liddell.
I can't stand Anderson Silva. He's just like so boring.
You think so?
Yeah.
I like Anderson Silva.
Yeah, no, he's just too boring for me.
His personality.
Yeah, he's just like I don't even get it. Like, he's just
hilarious.
I really like Chael Sonnen though. I like him a lot. Like,
Chael Sonnen is he crazy.
Yeah, he's nuts. He's nuts. He's that, like he gets all pumped up and then he does his little speech thing. And it's just like, dude, that was funny. Yeah. No, I appreciate guys that put effort into it. But Silva was just like, do his voice. I cannot.
Oh man, his voice is hilarious.
It's normal.
Oh, there was like an interview and they were asking him a question. They're like, Anderson Silva, you were the champion for 7 years. How does it feel not to be the champion anymore? And then he's like, it's normal. In his exact voice.
That's what I mean though. Like,
it's normal.
He's boring. He's just so goddamn boring. Like it's just like, dude, like something, like just something, anything. Yeah. I was super glad when Weidman beat him, and when Weidman beat him the second time. That's what it was. Weidman beat him. Yeah.
Yeah. Weidman actually, he defended his belt 3 times.
Yeah. So he beat him, and then
he had that freaky rematch, and then his leg went.
Yeah, his leg snapped. I think. Like they were they practiced that, like checking his legs supposedly, but I really think like Silva went into that like scared to death to lose.
Oh yeah, I know he did.
I think he found a way to lose.
Think so?
Yeah, I mean people call me crazy for that, but I'm like like stranger things have happened. People find ways to lose all the time. Like if you find a way to lose or to not win, you still found a way to lose, and I think that's what he was looking for. Yeah, I said that differently. He wasn't looking for a way to lose. He was looking for a way to not win. Yeah, I think he wanted out. Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe he got bored.
Yeah, he might have got bored. Well, George St. Pierre got bored too. Like when you watched the Johnny Hendricks, or is it Jimi Hendrix? Johnny Hendricks. No, Jimi Hendrix is a different.
Johnny
Hendricks. Yeah. He was fighting Johnny Hendricks, and like he basically had him submitted in the first like maybe like 45 seconds, and then he just got the shit kicked out of him for the rest of the match. And Johnny Hendricks hasn't done anything since then. GSP is a way better fighter.
Right.
Just came in stale. Like I think he just wanted to beat him early and call it quits and just be done for a while. I think he was just burnt out.
He won the decision, but it was kind of controversial.
Oh my god, that was a dumb decision. He got smoked in that fight.
Yeah, his face was all.
He didn't even know where he was during that press conference.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, we're about out of battery on one camera, and we're up on our time. Where can they follow you? Tell them again.
On Instagram and Twitter and Facebook.
What's the names on there?
Oh, my Instagram is omar.ali.
That's the one. That's the one you want. That's the one you want.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even tell people about your Twitter anymore. No one's gonna go over there.
I need more followers on Twitter.
Why?
I only got like 300.
Dude, like that's because Twitter is just gonna be.
Twitter's kind of.
I think Twitter's gonna be a non-thing. like there's some people that like are diehard Twitter people that are gonna be on there for like another 5 years and then it's gonna be done.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't like Twitter, but I use it
I never use
a little bit.
Never use Twitter. We don't put anything out on Twitter. I don't think anyway. Maybe we have some stuff, but hey, look, Tori's here.
Hey, Tori.
A real wave, not like a wave on there. But anyway, so follow him on Instagram. You can follow him on Facebook. You can come out here and grab tickets from him. Like buying tickets from a fighter like this is how you would support him in his career.
Guys right here. Hit me up. Got them.
And so like that's how they make their whole thing happen. We're gonna get a whole table for all the Grit Gym for anybody that wants to come out of Grit Gym. So we have 4 slots already. It's 8 people per table, right?
Yep.
So we have 1 table. We have 4 people sitting at that table right now. 4 other people can join in with us if they want to. Just buy your tickets from Ali. All's good.
All right.
All right, man. All right,
See
you
you
ready to
guys
go?
there.
Well, anything else that you want to leave them the Grit Gym tribe with?
Well, always try to build and have that growth mindset.
That was good.
There's
Man.
always more to do.
What about that growth mindset? Where are you getting that stuff?
A book you gave me. It's a really good book.
It is a really good book. Yeah. Growth Mindset by Carol Dweck. Very good book. I encourage everybody to read it. Everybody that works at Grit Gym has to read it. It's required reading. So, yeah. But it was good for you, right?
Oh, it was really good.
I should ask you during the show what you took away from it, but unless you can sum it up in like 2 seconds.
Well, what I took away from it is like, how am I gonna improve myself daily?
Yeah.
Whether it's me mentally, physically, emotionally, or technically with my skills.
Yeah.
Just I always think that and put that in mind, and I always want to constantly grow.
How do you move the bar? How do you move the bar? How do you move the bar? Because if you do it every single day, it's gonna add up to a ton, right?
Right.
Yeah. Even if you got 1% better every day, that's like 365 days. Otherwise, you just stay the same, and then you end up getting worse.
Right. You always want to go up, climb up that ladder.
All right, guys. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. This is Ali Omar. He's going to be fighting April 21st in Cedar Rapids. Come out here and grab tickets from him. That's how you support fighters like this early on in their career. Ali does a great job with people in here. He's got a lot of energy, and he's he's got a lot of heart to give people who really cares. But anyway, he's learning from us on how to do all the strength stuff so that he can help more people and so that he can further his own career. And we want to support him in that. But also, if you want to share with all of us with the Grit Gym Tribe at the fight, let us know, and we'll get you in contact with Ali and get you set up. But anyway, thanks for being here. See you on Monday.
Peace out, people.